Hi, this is Saida at proverbswife.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how I plan my menus. When I start my menus or when I plan my menus, I start using my homemaking binder. I've already done a video on my homemaking binder, but what I do is I pull out my homemaking binder and I open it up to the menu section, as you can see right here. And I start with a clean sheet of paper, and at the top of my paper, I write menu and I write the dates that this menu will be used for. This particular menu is this week's menu starting on the 6th through the 13th. So the first day of my menu is Thursday. I write a B, an L, a D. B for breakfast, L for lunch, D for dinner. And I just start filling in the blanks. Breakfast is really easy for my menus because the kids eat breakfast at school, and my husband and I generally just eat oatmeal each day or sometimes a smoothie. But for the most part, you'll just see oatmeal for most breakfasts on my menu. Lunch is just my husband and I here, so usually we'll have something healthy and easy. So what I do is I go ahead and I write down each day, and I write my B, L, and D for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I fill in each space with a breakfast idea, a lunch idea, and a dinner idea. And as you can see, when we get to the weekends, that's where the breakfast changes. We are able to eat together as a family without any rush. So what we do is we actually cook breakfast, a full breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. We usually have eggs, grits, turkey bacon, or pancakes and turkey bacon. We usually do that on the weekends. And also weekends are not just weekends, but Fridays and Saturdays are our fast food days. So on Fridays and Saturdays, you'll see something like chicken fingers with baked potatoes, buffalo chicken dip. We do hot wings. We'll make homemade pizza, that sort of thing, because those are like our fast food days. Only it's like homemade fast food. So I go through each day, filling in what we're going to eat for that day. And a lot of the ideas for my menu, I'm just going to turn this page. A lot of the ideas from my menu just come from old menus. Like if you look at this menu here, this one is from August. I can just look back at an old menu and pull ideas if I can't think of anything new. And then this is from September 5th through the 11th, but of 2011. So I actually do keep menus, old menus, which work to give me ideas for meals that I can eat. So that it's not hard. And that's another thing that makes it easier when planning my menus. I've been doing it so long, it's easy to just go back and look at an old menu and fill in some of the blanks. Another resource I use when planning my menu is not just older menus, but also my recipe binder. If I'm stuck for an idea or I want to try something new, I'll go and I'll pull out my recipe binder, which I did a video on that. And I'll pull out a recipe that we've used already, or either a recipe that I'd like to try, or maybe that the kids want to eat or that my husband likes. One of the things I keep in mind when I'm making my menu is the desires of my husband and the desires of my children. I try to ask them, is there something that they'd like to have or like to see on the menu for that week? And I'll add that with the menu, on the menu. Another thing I like to keep in mind is the activities we may be having coming up during the week. Like this week, my daughter's getting baptized. So if you look down here, Saturday for lunch, we'll be eating out. And that may change because the time of the baptism has changed. So we may switch it around and eat out for dinner and, eat buffalo chicken dip for lunch. But I take into consideration activities that we may have coming up, and I keep those in mind when I'm making my menu to try to make sure that on the days when we do have activities that I do plan accordingly, so that I'm not stuck trying to rush and cook before we have to be someplace. My shopping day is on Friday, which is why you see my menu start on Thursday. I usually make sure that I have something planned for that Thursday and Friday, so that if when I do go grocery shopping, I'll already be prepared with what I need to buy and just have a general idea of anything that I need to take out of the refrigerator and that sort of thing. Okay, so after and let me just say, my menu goes from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday, No. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that should be Wednesday. I'll have to fix that. That should be Wednesday. But anyway, once I have my menu all written up, the next thing I do is I pull out my little shopping pad. And on my shopping pad, what I do is, let me see if I can get this lined up here. Okay. This is, let me see if I can see. Okay, this is Thursday on my menu. And then here on my shopping pad, I crossed out Monday and I put Thursday. And what I do is I look at what I'm going to be eating for the week. We're having tuna sandwiches or wraps with fresh veggies for lunch. And then we're having soft tacos with red beans and rice for dinner. So what I do is I look in my pantry to see which of those items I already have. And whatever I don't have for that day goes on this list. So I have 2 cans of tuna, but we usually use about 5 or 6 cans for lunch. And then when I say lunch, I usually have the same thing. The kids usually have the same thing when they come home from school because they're usually hungry. So if I know I'm having tuna sandwiches, I'm going to put tuna on my list, wraps, and the fresh veggies: bell peppers, carrots, celery, tomatoes, cucumbers, rice, red beans, ground beef. The red beans and ground beef are for dinner, and the taco seasoning. So that tells me what I need to purchase for Thursday's meal. Then I go down to Friday, and you see Friday there on the menu, and then also Friday here on my shopping list. I need to pick up chicken breast for the chicken fingers for dinner, shredded cheddar, that's going to be for the baked potatoes, sour cream for the baked potatoes, and green beans, that's going to be for my veggie. I put a number 2 by these green beans because as I go down my list, if you look a little bit further down here to, let's see what day. Let's see here. Where it says Friday, which is really Wednesday. I need to change that. But I need green beans on Wednesday also. So I need green beans for Wednesday, and I need green beans also for Friday, which is why on my list I have a number 2. So after I write down everything that I need for that day, I move on to the next day. And I look to see what's in my pantry, and whatever I don't have goes on that list. So this is Saturday's menu, and this is Saturday's shopping. We're having eggs, grits, turkey bacon. I add turkey bacon, chicken breast for the buffalo chicken dip, and then chips, and that's for the dip. And so I do the same thing for each day, just making sure to add whatever is needed for that week's menu. Now, there are some other things that I add to my shopping list, and those are things that I pull from a list that I keep in my kitchen. And the list that I keep in my kitchen just basically is things that we run out of in the house, and also things that I know that I'll need for the week. And so once I add those things to my list, then I'm virtually ready to go shopping. And so this is basically how I plan my list every week. And then after I plan my list, I add it to my board in the kitchen so that my family can see exactly what we're eating for the week. And as a matter of fact, I'll walk upstairs and I will show you my kitchen grocery list, and then also show you my menu as well. Hold on one second. Okay, let me see if I can move back here. Okay, this is a board that hangs on my wall in my kitchen. And this is my kitchen. It's my refrigerator. It's my counters, and just my kitchen. My counters are generally clear. I like to keep clear counters. It's just easier for me when it's time for me to start cooking or preparing meals. And it's just easier to clean up. I'm trying to see if this light will help any, but this is the board on the wall in my kitchen. And as we run out of things, we just add them to that grocery column. And also the dinner menu, which will be filled out in a few minutes because I just finished writing up my menu for this video. And also for this week, all the dinner items will be added to that menu. I don't add the breakfast because, like I said, my children eat breakfast at school. And my husband and I have oatmeal just about every day. And then lunch is just usually, I make a big pot of spaghetti at the beginning of the week, and my husband and I just eat that all week. It's just easier for us as far as like going back and forth to the gym and that sort of thing. It's easier to just have something already prepared. But I'll be writing in my dinner menu for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then that way everybody can see exactly what we're having for dinner. And, you know, it's easier to help. It's easier for the kids to be able to see the menu so they know how they can help in the kitchen while dinner is being prepared. So that's basically how I plan my menu. I hope you enjoyed this video. You'll find links to my site in the comment box down below. It's aproverbswife.com. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, and you can find links to those below. And I have a ton of resources on my site, printable forms for your homemaking binder. All of those are available on my site. Just use the search box on the left-hand side and search for homemaking binder, and you'll see I have like over 21 free resources for your homemaking binder. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.